I'm Mike Truesdale, and why? Just why? Find out what's on right now.
Channel Roulette.
THC is the channel of the day, 420 on the dial, because, duh. THC might be our most diverse channel on Pluto's dial, playing everything from comedies to food programming, a lot of Doug Benson, live music, quirky tunes, B-movies, trippy documentaries, and just general weirdness, really. The aim of this channel is to serve a very specific audience in a very specific mood with programming that would appeal to anyone, even if you weren't feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Feeling great. We don't have the rest of that? Okay, sorry. Okay, forget I said that.
And action!
The Kite Runner was quietly one of the best films of 2007, based on the novel of the same name. The Oscar-nominated film tells the story of Amir, who returns to his homeland of Afghanistan after years of living in California to help his old friend Hassan, whose son is in trouble. If you like films this year like Lion and Moonlight, you have to watch The Kite Runner tonight.
Two friends, as close as brothers. Until war forced them continents apart.
My son, a college graduate.
You should come home.
Forgive me for what I have to tell you. Hassan is dead.
A week before he died,
He sent you a letter.
Now to rescue his friend's son,
What happened to the boy?
the Taliban took him.
he must journey to a land he no longer knows.
You need to go back to Kabul. I dream that my son will grow up to be a good person. A free person. I dream that someday you will return to revisit the land of our childhood. I dream that flowers will bloom in the streets again. And kites will fly in the skies.
A dream romance is profiled in the movie At First Sight when Mira Sorvino falls in love with a man that can't see her. If I'm Mira Sorvino, I'm milking this for all it's worth. You fell in love with a handsome man who can't see you? Eat up, park it on the couch, throw out all your makeup, wear only sweatpants, but then also dress him, make sure he's eating right. Maybe hint that he might want to work out every now and then, so you keep him in the pristine shape that you found him. Oh, this is my hot husband who's so cool that he just always wears sunglasses. But then Val Kilmer obtains vision for the first time, and then all of a sudden we've got a plot. Check it out tonight. Here's a preview.
So, spill the beans.
Nothing to spill, you know. He's a great guy. He's smart.
Close your eyes. Listen with your whole body.
Funny.
People eat this?
Whoa! Blind.
Oh, I thought you said he was blind. He was blonde.
That too.
I just got out of the shower. I have to get changed.
Promise I won't look.
Virgil? Ethan.
Ethan?
Are you blind?
Yeah.
Cool. See ya.
Kids think I'm cool.
You are.
I didn't like the feeling of waking up and thinking you weren't there.
If something could be done to give you sight, would you take it?
Forgot that it helped the handicap week.
He spent the first 8 years of his life having his eyes probed, pierced, poked at. He doesn't need to go through that again.
I'm sorry.
Virgil, you'll see a lot, but none of that matters if you lose sight of what you want.
This can't be seen.
He's all lost in there.
Hello?
Believe me, he can see you. He just doesn't understand what he sees.
Apple. We've got to move on to vegetables.
Why are you doing this? Why do you put up with me? Why do you try so hard?
I want this to work. I want us to work.
Hey.
Today's news show not to miss is Meet the Press. Host Chuck Todd will likely have hard-hitting back and forths with people from all over the politosphere. That's a word, right? I don't know, it sounds like American Gladiators event. So does Meet the Press, kind of. Anyway, see whose sleepy eyes Chuck Todd goes toe-to-toe with tonight. Can you believe Trump called that guy sleepy eyes? Dude's up to 4 every night, tweeting. Most people his age are hitting the hay at 8 p.m. so they can get enough sleep to get to the diner by 5 a.m. for breakfast. You know, before the rush.
Steph Curry is an amazing story. And in fact, he's an icon for a lot of young children. My middle schooler idolizes Steph Curry. He has his jersey. He wears it often. And it's a great story of a young guy who was overlooked by major Division I basketball programs. Ended up at Davidson, worked hard at his game, and is now perhaps the best basketball player in the NBA. He has an amazing shot. But what's unfortunate is when they try to politicize an invitation to come to the White House. This president has already hosted the New England Patriots, the Clemson Tigers. He's hosted the Chicago Cubs. It's not necessary to make this into a political argument. He's trying to invite them to say, to acknowledge their terrific season. And Steph Curry is an amazing athlete. But why the Warriors chose to politicize the invitation to the White House, I think, is unfortunate.
Let me ask you this. You were hoping the Warriors would take the high road. Why can't the president?
Well, I think that the Warriors are the ones that first went out and said that they began criticizing the
president.
president. That point,
well, does two wrongs make a right?
Chuck, I think the reality is that the White House is something special. And if they don't want to come to the White House and the president says, then don't come.
Sitting on the dock of the day. Dance battle! Seriously, those exist, and a specific type of dance battle is the subject of our dock of the day, Rise. It profiles the inception of the dance movement Crumping, which was born in South Central Los Angeles, and its components including breaking, pop locking, and of course, clowning. Yup, clowning. But beyond that, Crumping is a primal form of expression through dance whose beauty and genius lies in its complete lack of form or structure. It's all feeling, much like this show. Check this out for more.
Throwing up they sets, acting popular. I'm going mainly face painted like a warrior.
This is not a trend. Let me repeat, this is not a trend.
Out here, it's a flow, it's a vibe. Everybody does it.
You never seen pain expressed like
the best place to get the real truth is right from the street.
A group of us got together and we invented this.
You have stripper dancing, which we do not do. You have clown dancing, and then you have the crump dancing.
First time I saw a dragon get crump, I thought he was on drugs.
It's like getting out your anger on the dance floor.
It's not dangerous, it's life.
We're going to sail into the dance world. We're going to take it by storm. We're going to rise no matter what.
Rise.
I'm with the band, man. Yeah! When people talk about punk, there's often the argument over who invented it or who played it first. Did it come out of New York in the East Village and CBGB? Or did it come out of working class London neighborhoods? Or was it LA? Or San Francisco and Berkeley? One city few mention when it comes to punk, but that many mention when it comes to other type of music is Detroit. Detroit is synonymous with Motown, both the auto industry-born moniker and the record label started by Berry Gordy that featured acts like Jackson 5, The Supremes, The Temptations, Marvin Gaye, and Smokey Robinson, to name a few. But in the early 70s, three brothers from Detroit started a different kind of band, and they called it Death. A band called Death tells the little-known tale of the trio of black brothers from Detroit that started a punk band before punk had a name. True originals, they were not commercially successful or marketable in any way. And so their success was delayed a few decades until music audiences caught up to them. A band called Death plays tonight. Check out a preview right now.
Nobody was making music like that in '73.
Three black brothers from Detroit, Michigan.
What were they called? They were called Death.
That's a good name.
Have you lost your mind?
There's been hardcore history sitting up in that attic, and no one's known about it.
We're just now discovering this band that had been sort of lying in wait.
Something they pressed 30 years ago, selling for $800.
Dad, why didn't you tell me?
So, this is what's on Pluto TV for today, Monday, October 2nd, that you must watch. TV for Stoners, which is really just all TV. THC, Channel 420. And then not Dick Van Dyke's Mary Poppins spinoff where he breaks bad with kites. The Kite Runner is on tonight. Val Kilmer, a large craniumed man, plays a blind guy. It's Blind Melon. No. At First Sight, also airing tonight. Meet the Press, which people have told me is different from that nightclub I went to once. Meat Press. It was fine. So Many Strong Cores, Intel would be proud. Rise. And then a band called Death If I were in a band, I'd never call Death. The day the music died, Death did that. Lose his number. That's enough of all of this. If you missed anything I talked about, don't worry. We'll find other ways to subliminally hammer it into your head. Or you can just hang out and wait for the show to repeat. Whatever you want to do. Come back tomorrow. Not for anything specific. I just don't want to be alone. Go watch TV.